Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be teaching the basics of Gorilla Tag. So we're talking how to move better, how to pinch climb, how to wall jump, and just basically the basics of every Gorilla Tag player that a Gorilla Tag player should know. This video was filmed right after New Year's. Happy New Year everyone. You guys are having a good New Year's so far. And we're just gonna be going over the basics, so make sure to subscribe, and let's get into this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to teach is movement. A lot of new players that I see move like a bouncing form. They don't go so far, they just try and bounce. Sometimes they'll go backwards, and they're not really knowing how to move. A good way to move is like this. This is the best way. You're going to try and move straight and flat, and here's how to do that. Most new people, they bounce like that, and depending on the way you move your hand after you bounce, you can actually get somewhere good. But to move flat and straight, you put your hand down, and you fling yourself. So like that. And if you keep this up, you can move pretty quick. Unlike this, where you're bouncing, try and get up this, you're going really slow. Yeah, if you do this movement, you'll go a lot faster than a regular movement, and it's really nice when you're trying to run away. Bouncing is good for juking though. If someone's running across this bridge, you can bounce over them, maybe run past them, maybe start branching, which is you hop on branches and you start doing a bunch of paths. Let's get on to a bit harder stuff like pinch climbing. Pinch climbing is a little harder. Basically, pinch climbing is where you grab onto a surface like this, kind of straight or something. You can also grab into the wall. I'll demonstrate another area where you can do that. But you put both hands on one side, and when they're both on one side, you pull up, and then while you're pulling up, you let go, take your arms off, and grab another spot. So now I'm higher. I'm higher off the ground. If I keep doing this, I'll get higher and higher. So you have both hands right here. You pull yourself up, let go, and you basically just fling yourself upwards and grab onto another spot higher. So it's like this. Okay, crap. The lights make it harder in Christmas time, but you do this, pull yourself up, and you grab another spot. You do it quick enough, you can get a lot of good speed. So watch. Get to your destination a lot quicker. And let me show another way you can use this. A perfect spot to learn this is right here in Forest. It's got a pretty sharp edge that you can do some climbing on. You put your arms right here, just pull up and do a bunch of stuff. It's a little harder because it's not as straight as the walls. But if you do it correctly, you put both hands, push up, grab another spot, then you'll go really super high, and you won't have to worry really much about being tagged. And you can when you get high enough, you can push yourself off or start wall running and wall climbing, which is what I'm going to teach next. Wall climbing is a skill that's pretty hard to get used to. Wall climbing is basically where you scale a wall, but with usually just two hands, so like this. So I'm gonna take inspiration off of J-Man Curly's video, kind of like that one person from The Incredibles called Frozone. He'd move like this. He'd push his arms back. He'd move like that. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hand on the wall. You're gonna bounce to another spot, like that. You're gonna keep pushing yourself upwards though. So doom, boom. I pushed my hand downwards, so I went upwards. But you have to be in usually a crevice, so you can do it repeatedly and get higher and higher as you go. You can do a bunch of wall climb where you put your hand down, push upwards, and you go upwards. Do it again. You can stay on the wall for a little bit, but I try to just go rapidly, so I can get high quickly. Anyways, that's wall climbing. Now let's do wall running, which is a lot harder, and it took me a lot longer to learn. wall running is where you will basically, once you're on a wall, you will repeatedly try and bounce yourself up to keep you balanced on the wall, and you can move around. So like right now, I'm on this. I'm gonna try and wall run, like bounce over there, and I'm gonna try and start wall climbing and then wall runs. Like watch. Yeah, I'm bouncing off. I'm going, and then I'm gonna start wall climbing. You can bounce off whenever you want to, and you can try and grab onto a branch, trying to escape your chaser. So basically, wall running is where you put your hand kind of on the wall once you're ready. So like when I get up, you like put your hand on the wall and you bounce off again. A good way to do this is like make your hand a fist. And a lot of good players usually mess up too on this. It's really hard sometimes. And yeah, so like if I was like wall running, I'd do this, bounce myself, and that's basically the thing. You just put your hand on the wall and bounce yourself upwards so you can keep momentum and you can keep movement going. So like let me try and do a quick demonstration. We go like up, like dang, hold on a minute, I'm not that good. Like that, sort of. I'll try and do it in a better spot. Hold on a minute. Here's a better spot. So I just wall climb. Kind of by the train over here. But you're gonna wall climb. Then once you're ready, you're gonna start doing your bouncy pattern. And you gotta keep your movement on the wall. Like another here. And the hardest part is those edges right there that jut out, and it messes a lot of good players' movement up. What about wall bouncing? Here, let's do wall bouncing. So, I showed you pinch climbing, but I totally forgot about wall bouncing. Wall bouncing is basically where there's two walls, and you can bounce off of them to get higher, which is kind of a slower way of climbing, but a lot of people usually prefer regular climbing like wall bouncing instead of pinch climbing. But pinch climbing in like summertime is so much better because those lights usually mess people up. But basically wall bouncing is the same thing kind of as wall climbing. You basically put your hand on the wall like this and you bounce to the other side, but you go higher each time. It's like that way and that way. You push your hand downwards, but you also push your body off of the wall in a sort of repeated motion with both hands. And I don't know any people that do this, but if you like using only one hand, you can just move your body repeatedly and get up. But I usually use both hands. I think that's basically all of the movement basics to make you a pretty okay-ish skilled Gorilla Tag player, and it should catch you up to speed on how to play Gorilla Tag. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy more tutorials, possibly if I make any more. I just like need a bunch of maybe like likes or something, and I'll think about making like more tutorials like elevatoring a wall. Oh, I forgot the word for it, but it's like this. Someone comment down below what it is because I just totally forgot what it's called. Like, do this. Like that. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.